Manipur President KANGUJAM condemns failure to arrest attackers of Thawal district correspondent of Naharon Thaudang, Elambam Rameshwar. Minister Thongam Biswajit lays foundation stone for indigenous park, garden and homestay at Ngarungphung village. Biswajit says mutual trust among communities vital for peace and progress. Manipur reports 17 new COVID-19 cases, 81 recoveries and 2 deaths in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 3.28%. And India adds 12,426 fresh COVID-19 cases, 15,951 recoveries and 356 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.19%. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Counselor SHELLYRA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear a mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. President of the Editors Guild Manipur, KANGUJAM, has condemned the failure of the authorities concerned to name those involved in the assault of Thawal district correspondent of Manipuri Daily, Naharon Thaudang, Elambam Rameshwar, even after the culprits have been identified by the victim. He raised questions over the efficiency of the State Home Department. Speaking exclusively to Impact News, KANGUJAM said Editors Guild Manipur condemns the assault of a journalist who works day and night to disseminate news and events to the public. He added that EGM has already appealed to Chief Minister N. Biren, who is also in charge of the Home Department, to take necessary measures at the earliest. However, miscreants identified by the Rameshwar are yet to be arrested. KANGUJAM appealed to those involved in the incident to approach AMZU or Editors Guild Manipur to bring an end to the matter before taking any legal actions. He also appealed to political parties and intending candidates to advise their workers not to interfere media persons in performing their duty and to avoid such unwanted incidents in the future.
Home with Hog Bibiba, Honorable Chief Minister, Umatam the Tabuk local of the Palmishing Seki, Bakramaka Handagani, Adanamasida, Palmishing, Dakar or the Kani, Palmishing Imatu, Patanato, Dakar Oi, Democracy, the Madisuba Pillar, Nikana, woman, Home Super Pillar, Hanavasuyawi, Democracy Pillar, wherever Mediagi musing as a Tabuk Tawangam Nanaba, State Government, Home Department, the political parties in Mirep or Rivasing Miyamas, Hona View, I wapam the Amokatamzak.
CC Higher Secondary School 1996 Matric Batch and CCN Forum 1998 12 Batch have condemned the assault on Thawal District correspondent of Manipuri Daily, Naharon Thaudang Elambam Rameshwar, who is also Vice President of Thawal District Working Journalist Union. CCN Forum President Ngongo Laishram passed the remark while visiting Elambam at Jennings Casualty Ward for extending monetary aid today. It may be mentioned that journalist Rameshwar was attacked by some unknown miscreants at his residence of Hairokpa 2 Bazaar on October 24 and was referred to Jennings on October 25 from Thawal District Hospital.
Lebak miyam kita magda thawai ko haptuna cheli ba paw mission asibo jasagi aikoina masam masagi nuai ta penda ba khagi da magda tamthina ko panai ba si aiko system from the thamai se nuai jati aluga makha ta na sumba thogdo se sarkar gi maji da gi thon da na bona bi roina na sumba thogdo thorpa mata da lebak miyam na su akoi na paw mission gi da magda khona lepi hai ba ko se aiko system from gi mani da thamai.
All Jiribam Working Journalist Union and Manipur Hills Journalist Union also condemned the assault of Thawal District correspondent of Naharon Thaudang, Elambam Rameshwar. BJP Thawal District condemns the assault and demands police station concerned to arrest all the culprits involved in the incident. Resource Development and Public Relations Minister Thongam Biswajit has asserted that communal harmony and mutual trust among communities will bring peace and development in the state. He was speaking at the foundation stone laying ceremony of the Indigenous Park, Indigenous Garden and Homestay at Ngarungphung village, 25 kilometers away from Imphal along Imphal Ukrul Road today. Speaking at the event organized by Indigenous Hills Private Limited, Minister Biswajit appealed for joint coordination in taking new enterprises. He said Manipur was ruled by government which placed divide and rule policy like that of Britishers for a long time, distancing hills and valley inhabitants. He claimed that it is only the BJP-led government in the state which restored love and harmony between hills and valley and brought equal development across the state. He expressed firm belief that the new project will generate jobs.
Koi machine si laiminari da chana chinan laiminaba aishu tangkul community da po magade aishu tangkul haigani aina maitai community da po bage aishu maitai haigibani kukina nagaji british na tholambani sigisu akaiba mayam lai puna maksidi karai de horokuna habdi britishers na ching valley ga khaidu umani jimti yarasi hagi chawbasi karino mayam sigi manung da haibase thajaba thajana ba laitragade kana su lairoi afaba lakpa haibase kamaina lahangadu na haibase miyoi ba khuna lahangadabani mina nungai ta bam harga ju aina nungai thokpa haiba adana ngasi di amna nungai ba amana seida lairi yang popi area laire ilap tres dagi dikta ngaire seida tariba community mayam se tuki mating sibau ta ko irang phone lak thokre thoga je saida di ko irang amda ta gi balaiti sima khwaidagi peace and harmony se khwaidagi lai haibase mafam asta I haininge bu masima.
Taking part in the event, Chairman and MD of Indigenous Hills Private Limited, Asang Kasar, said Ngarung Font Village lies at the center of 4 hills and valley districts and a gateway of resting place for tourists. He appointed construction of the Indigenous Park, Indigenous Garden and homestay in the area will facilitate in bringing love, peace and unity among communities in the state as well as boost the economy. Minister Biswajit interacted with youths of Ngarung Font Village on the occasion.
Asida jingmi tangmi khaidadana mayam koirakpase akhoi nungsi chanaba relationship afabase semka chakalaga masidagi akhoi nungsinaba ma yamna peaceful coexistence ama leiningai plan ama tause haidana madugi wakhalonda khallaga akhoi hodokhibani aduna mafam asida tampakdigi khangde jingdigi khangde kadai digi khangde lakpa mayam si akhoi na sida tumpham chafam piraga nungsinabagi meeting workshop seminar khangde whatever mayam si ama thamladi akhoi gi mari se hena relationship se phakatkani haiba Pandamda, Masimo Pumse, Ishorgi Ming the Katolaga, Garden Machama, Homestay Masaraga, Mapitel Tobal Dam Sida, tourist destination Asida, Mayam Lakunena, Potapa Mama, Shemla Se Haidana, Madugi Wakalamdo, Hodokibani.
And Handicrafts Development Corporation sent off a consignment of 17 different varieties of handicraft items worth more than 2 lakh rupees to Kolkata today for the first phase. Corporation Chairman S. Achoba flagged off the consignment for the corporation office located in Pauna Bazaar. Speaking on the sidelines, S. Achoba said that the corporation has been extending support to local weavers and artisans. He added that the corporation has procured their products during COVID-19 pandemic as markets were shut and now the products are being made available to customers at discounted rate as high as 70% in view of the upcoming Ningol Chakova festival. He also said that the corporation is selling the items online through e-catalog platform. The chairman informed that arrangements are underway to flag off the second consignment in the upcoming week.
State sigi pothokchariba iramdam sigi pothoksing ja kho yaiba makai quality se fajana maintain tawraga koi sanana ba hona jabani masigi turiba aduga masigi yoliba mayam se masigi semilon da su masigi khulsa haibagi kanu sing sisu akoina madugi sakhang jaba mo oina moina tawjariba du da akoina support pijara kanda makhoi busu masigi semilon da khara phagalanba madugi kanu su asoba thauda am lawjaribani akoi helum handicraft na ngasi akoi thajariba si 17 item ngasi se lupa lak anigi mathakta oiba dugumba kanoni kosni aduna masi athuba matamda khoi yohongrakanda makhatana matu jaga jaga tugi apamba du khangkanda khoi simultaneously mathang mathum adum thaba hojagani.
Speaking to media, Managing Director of Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation, E. Jitin, said that the consignment was a part of the procurement made by the corporation from COVID-hit local handlooms and handicraft artisans and weavers. He added that more consignments will be sent to Pantuibi Manipur Emporium branches opened in other states.
Government of the Ministry, the Department of Textile Commerce Industry, Luxury Helmet Textile Department, Weavers among artisan the welfare Karabuk to get have COVID Manunda. Mukhoina sarga leba yonbam litaba dum poching do khoina election bagi thabak akoi mediation nok panam chu khangani hai ba poching do khoina sidi jon thungna na bagi akoi sa thambada space ke kai problem lebani na jon thungna bagi program tawbani maduna khoina 70% bau ja akoi discount pina bagi achoba thaba ma khoi chathar pani hogi ba second wave pachu akoi leidabante adum kara legi leiba pocha khoi da leiba stock ki khoi da leiba godown gi space hari ba mayam jing kara hangala ba matamda akoi amuk hana poch leina na bagi tamna leina na bagi thaba ma kai packet ke tawbani.
Intending President of All Manipur United Clubs Organization, PH Nando Luang, has called upon intending candidates to refrain themselves from bribing members of local clubs, civil bodies and Maira Paibi groups in view of the upcoming 2022 election. He was speaking at a second Foundation Day celebration of KANGUJAM District United Club Organization under the banner of Amuko at Hiangklam Wobagai Kaitil Macha today. Stating that civil bodies have been playing a major role in facing issues of the state, Nando condemned that some influential and rich people are trying to take political mileage by bribing them. Condemning the recent rising poll-related violence, he appealed to keep the sanctity of the local clubs, civil bodies and Maira Paibi groups and called for cooperation in ensuring free and fair election. Kaduko felicitated leaders of various civil society organizations and journalists of the KANGUJAM district on the occasion.
Emigi mapot loksalude bot bi daba nungaite adu tawdian hai akoi nei ne biyoba adugumba senjau paiba mayamda thadre paisa ji makoi ahana thamamba lanthum du kaira pirakpana deba magi humang man asengbo humang man talaga phangba paisa na deba atopa mafam nang chatluraga atopa mafam di khunja kya da minam sori tawraga lambi sembi ne kolas thabi thika tawraga nithirungai thadraga lekhom nang thamamba sing apaba pitaka ne pitam da haidi building phajaba sane ga mong tana saram da di phangakpa sen mayam na sonda mu chai na baneba aduna ekoina hajening di board da paisa yalaba adum loksan biyo aduga parali tambiyo board apaba da apaba pibi go adu aina si hajening di kai no kan da aina ngasi ngang je political platform din natte ko akhoi manga taraba tawdaw yaraba aina phana ngang su akhoi miyam si board ki amana form la adum som de chatlar ga da board amneba aduna madugi matang da khitang thamjaram bane.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC spokesperson Ningombom Bhupendra has urged the public to stand against the propaganda of BJP and RSS. Speaking to media at Congress Bhavan BT Road today, Bhupendra condemned the recent vandalization of Pandit Loisang of the Meitei community at the Royal Palace. Stating that Congress party respects all religions, he alleged BJP and RSS of trying to enforce Hinduism and eliminate the indigenous faith. He warned that BJP and RSS may in future target Christians by vandalizing churches and Muslims by destroying mosques. Bhupendra pointed out that none of those involved in the incident has been arrested so far, while anyone who opposes the BJP gets arrested within 24 hours.
Sarkar haibasidi state government haibasidi Bharat Sarkar ogera any state government ogera moidi dharma gi leiba maramda laisang saba yade makogi paisana laisang saba yade church saba yade mandir saba yade masjid saba yade aidana maramdi aikogi India gi democracy si secular ne na maduna maram oida government na madur paisa pi bi yati adu kramai tawduna masida saba sadabdi lairana madura manung changjhaluraga aikogi maitai lining sanamai lining chachariba kangbu singdugi mayokta maduga against makhoibu khoisauna nabagi sahunna nabida makta masumai tawdana Manipur gi BJP sarkar sina maduda karigi damakta no bai khogi sanamai lining sibu thawai usittabi mong utkrisi madu thawai usittabra natana sanamai lining sibu namthage muthat ke tawbne masi karai degi thola inu haibu matamda BJP amsung RSS ki one language one nation, one language, one religion.
Congress intending candidate of Tongzu Assembly constituency as Nekent has expressed disappointment that Singzamay police had arrested one of his workers following a quarrel. Speaking to media at his residence in Singzamay Khetri Lekai Hawam Plairak today, Nekent also alleged the ruling party of utilizing police force. He demanded unconditional and immediate release of his worker Lekhazit from Mongkang Lambi and warrant of launching an intense agitation along with residents of Tongzu Assembly constituency if the government failed to meet their demand. He recalled that a quarrel broke between his workers and 3 or 4 workers of the sitting MLA of Tongzu Assembly constituency on October 24. Subsequently, Singzamay police filed FIR against 7 of his workers. Lekazit was arrested on October 25, after which he was produced before the Imphal East Court and the court ordered him into police remand for 2 days. Nekent raised suspicion that the incident is a premeditated want and appealed to the Chief Minister to facilitate Lekazit release at the earliest. He also appealed to residents under Singzamay to Ningom Thongzao Core Committee formed in view of the upcoming election not to congregate at night. Committee's President El Manjor also appealed to the police to refrain from trying to arrest the remaining 6 workers.
अदुगा सिदैसिदा सुम क्राइम थोकनबगिदमक्ता लेकाइदा पुलिस थाजलगा पुलिसना भोट तौबा यारोय पुलिसना भोट तौरगा भोट फंगोय अदु भोट तौबिगे हाय तारगदी प्रजागी सेवा तौबियु कैंडिडेट मसा थोकपिरागा मियामगी थबक तौबियोबो मियामगी वाक तौबियोबो अंगांगनि साचाबा मयाम खोमजलगा मदुना क्राइम सागलगा मी फुना हलगा भोट फंगनी हायबदुदी नोंगनुमगी मांगदरकनी हुजि हुजि माइबम लेखजित कौबा अंगांग अमा फारगा लैरिसे मामरान कैम लैबे मिनते सोली हायदना फाबिरगा मासि तौरकांदा ngarang अथेंगबदा पुंग माफन तारकांदा इम्फाल वेस्ट की पुलिस की जुरिस्डिक्शन दा लैरिबा अखोई इम्फाल वेस्ट की पुलिस जुरिस्डिक्शन ताई मागी एरिया से सु अखोई लेकाइसु द रेवेन्यू डिस्ट्रिक्ट ना इम्फाल ईस्ट होई जाबे वानी अदुगा मागी पुथुई से मासी इम्फाल ईस्ट की कोर्ट पुथुगा ngarang सिरि माना मु लोबिरमे कोर्ट पुथुरकांदा माना लेतबिना कोई बेल लौथोक्सिको ओइना तौनरिङैसिदा हुरा लानाना तुमिना पुथुगा मासे मु नोंनिनि मु रिमाना मु लौथा बिग्रे.
On the other hand, a resident of Singzamay Wangma Khetri Laikai Okram Lairak, S. Piananda has refuted all allegations charged by S. Niken. He said FIR filed against the October 24 evening incident at Singzamay Wangma Khetri Laikai Mongkang Road until the arrest of culprits involved and recovery of the weapons used in the incident. He condemned Congress intending candidate S. Niken of accusing his son of carrying out quarrel in an intoxicated manner. Piananda said that the incident has nothing to do with the sitting MLA of Tongzu Assembly constituency, Thongam Biswazit, nor his son, and added that he will not withdraw the FIR filed at the Singzamay police station against those who assaulted his son. He added that Niken's claim that Lekazit is innocent is also baseless and said that Lekazit had assaulted his son.
Namitugidi Rajaniti Oiva, Port Amataliji. Adana, Nikel Haribajidi. Huji Congress ki bole kan hadan mananga si personal am thopachidi aigi icha nisha sijine haibachidi masidi aigi thamone yamna nungaitaba yam pendaba chaji nisha sinaba nate mayam da media da ai chaji smai tawdana nisha sinaba kangu ni kan haibi bachidi masidi ai thamodi yam pendi masim moina haiba moi FIR lok thokpiyo haibachidi aino si haijaningi di namitu da aigi cha da khut thabiba adigi nongmai kapi ba mi singche masi phabiyo haidana ho police ta FIR ma ko tokjaba nongmai kapa amasung nongmai to phagati baude FIR handokchar.
Unknown miscreants wearing black clothing have reportedly vandalized some houses in Haidok Toksom Laikai. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, a local Toksom Tromin said that the miscreants have destroyed his house and that of Toksom Norent, Romeo and Api. Family members of Noren said miscreants wearing black garments opened fire at the residences of Tokchom Clint and burned down their houses last night. They also alleged the miscreants of assaulting Tokchom Ongbi Sapana, Tokchom Laxmi, and pregnant Tokchom Ongbi Kalpa. He appealed to authorities concerned to look into the matter at the earliest. Speaking to media, Tokchom Noren's daughter, Tokchom Supriya, said they are now homeless following the incident. She said that the miscreants have robbed their gold, money and other valuable items.
I hojik leiriba ai yumni film sida ai hinnubi kana ba leitre sigasu yare habu wakhan loinana ai Manipur ki media ki thongden aputhok sabani when tobi riba pobi riba mayam se pot karima li hodre asi makit tumna ka thon leite ai gi matungda ai mon khudong thiba kitang thokko matamda hairiba ngarang la amiba mioi singsina adum oigani habase lebak miyam de khangjari basini kari mai lai ko thirga su masigi apapat si mon dai pobir da na
seng na haram da ko ahing oira kani ki re ta seng na numin marini mangani sure moina tawrai je akoi khata nate akoi gi mamang da yum mayam ama thugai gre moi gi di yung gi mapan sarup thugai ramaga mapan de leiba man chang thugai birame akoi gi di imung da kari gumbi tengkot ama bok thambiram de punna thugai birame moina angonda mayam ama tawrak bujai tawraju ka shukai de ai siraju yare.
Manipur reported 17 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 2,129 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID positivity rate stands at 3.28%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,23,403. Active cases are 873. 2 COVID patients died, 1 each from Bisnupur and Kampupi district died in the past 24 hours. Death toll has reached 1,915. On the positive note, 81 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,20,615. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 97.74%. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Classic Hospitality Training Institute Hotel Imphal by the Classic 3rd floor North AOC Imphal. Admission open for free skill training program sponsored by Manipur Urban Development Agency MUDA. Job roles, duration and eligibility. Food preparation and culinary arts 6 months 10 pass and above age 18 to 28 years. Housekeeping attendant manual cleaning 3 months 10 pass and above age 18 to 28 years. Documents required: photocopies of the following document: Aadhaar card, PAN or voter ID, bank account passbook, qualification certificate, OBC, ST certificate if any, residential certificate. For more details please contact 03852422155 6909358685.
Welcome back. After the break, watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 12,426 fresh COVID-19 cases, 15,951 recoveries and 356 deaths in the past 24 hours. As per the latest report of the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have dropped to 1,63,816. Total recovered cases have reached 3,35,83,318 and recovery rate stands at 98.19%. Death toll has reached 4,55,068. Over 102 crore 94 lakh people have been administered COVID-19 vaccine in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 24 crore 49 lakhs 71,000 people. Above 49 lakhs 73,000 people have died and recoveries are above 22 crore 20 lakhs 74,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 93 lakhs 88,000 in the world, followed by India and Brazil. BJP Manipur Pradesh Secretary Kongkham Bikram felicitated Tarung Urban Health Center frontliners today during the vaccination program held at Apunba Naharol Yaifa Thoshil Kanglup Community Hall in Talambung Khoirom Laikai. The event honored Corona frontline warriors such as doctors, nurses and health workers for their outstanding service to contain the spread of coronavirus in Thangmeiban Assembly constituency. Speaking on the occasion, Bikram asserted that mass COVID-19 vaccination is the only solution to curb the pandemic. Many senior citizens were vaccinated at the program.
Everywhere we vaccine je kapuk tabiyadi miyoi ba amagi a single life is very much too much precious haiba sigi yumpham jida koi Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji na koi gi atma nivor Bharat vaccine ani si akoi India na khajaraga ngasi 100 crore gi vaccine beneficiaries asing asi phangramni aduna as a citizen of India amadi Bharatiya Janata Party gi state sigi secretary ama oina aihakna mayam punamakta aihakna Narendra Modi ji bu koi honorable Prime Minister bu koi at least koi thank you very much Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji na ngasi tawriba apaba kontang ngasi at least Congress ki oisono CPI gi oisono NPP gi oisono whatever any political party na koi BJP na tawriba thabak se pharadi phayena haina hayaningi.
Lambasting media reports which stated that MLA El Susindro has announced not to provide NFSA rice to women folk of Phaknung Sangomsang who had attended a meeting convened by El Jayananda, intending candidate of the Kurai constituency. President of Phaknung Sangomsang Meira Paibi T.H. Ruhini clarified that MLA El Susindro has never said such thing. Speaking to media at Phaknung Sangomsang today, Ruhini said that the local MLA has been taking development and activities in Phaknung Sangomsang area even before he became an MLA. He appealed to all those concerned to stop spreading defaming comments. One KH Ibeza, who attended the meeting of El Jayananda on October 23, told media that MLA Susildro has handed over NFSA cards to 3 new beneficiaries from among the 5 who involved in the meeting.
Hangjan numita angangjingna ting tawbeki ngangnagi batu akoigi mamangda leigiba MLA sina vote card ringai digi hauna akoi khunda sembirakiba kaya lei adugi mathakda handaksu khungi oiba chawba ama semhanje haiduna khungi ayaba ma lei ringai mathaktuda makoi me amanina hanchal meeting tawbada ngangna ki wari chingdo akoi khungi oina di lebak yamna thiba thawung.
Vice President of Bamod Kampu Mayai Lekai Election Development Committee W. Money has refuted media reports on ban of election-related activities of Khetragaon Assembly constituency intending candidate KH Lakhi Kumar in area under the jurisdiction of Purai Romba Youth Club, Bamod Kampu as baseless. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Money said no such ban was imposed and demanded clarification from those concerned who had spread rumors.
Awang na taraba laita laraba singi amadi shel gi mating pangbiriba lamyan ba ipubu laikai sida changba yade hairbo wafam se yumpham yauda bani Bamon Kampu Mayai Laikai Development Committee na yaba ngamloi ngsi chanana laminana ba social worker singbu saina ba ngangna ba toksi shanti leina mato oiduna laiminana ba honasi maramaduna athubada Khongpham hantukchi natragadi apapatagi daita PYC na pujagadabani.
Ex-BJP workers have joined Janata Dal United to extend support to Khetragaon intending candidate Wahingbam Bullet in the upcoming election. JDU Khetragaon Mandal organized a reception for the new entrants at Mandal to the office in Porompa Thawantaba Lekai today. Wangkhem to MLA K. Megachandra today handed over the 674-meter stretch of the Yaripok Singa Macha constructed under Mandrega at a cost of around 19 lakh rupees to the public. The newly repaired road is the 4th to be inaugurated under Wangkhem Gram Panchayat. An organization called Jingoi Lamlen Kanbalub CLKL was formed following a meeting of club members of Kakmayai Ningel Chandrakhong Panjangkong, Pitra, Lairoi Tength and Malom villages in Hairok Assembly constituency. Press release from the Secretary General of the newly formed CLKL says the meeting resolved not to sell lands under the jurisdiction of CLKL to non-locals to fully enforce Manipur Conservation of Paddy Land and Wetlands Act and to convert historically significant sites as cultural heritage site. First Guru G. Gaurakishore Sarma Padmashri Memorial Lecture 2021 was held today at Huel Lalong Manipur Thangta Cultural Association office at Irungbult in Imphal. The event was held on the theme Perspective on Manipuri Art and Culture. Speaking on the occasion, former Vice Chancellor of Manipur University Professor H. Tombi expressed that the demise of Guru Gaurakishore is an irreplaceable loss in the field of Manipuri culture. He lauded that Guru Gaurakishore and his role in promoting Thangta and further stressed on the need to promote various other arts forms of Manipur across the globe. While Director of Huel Lalong Thangta Cultural Association, K. Sanathoiba said that popularity of Thangta declines post-Anglo-Manipuri War. He said that Guru Gaurakishore was one of the Thangta pioneers who rendered tireless efforts in reviving the art form. Manipur State Kala Academy awardee Longzam Joy Chandra recollected the contributions of late Guru Gaurakishore and spoke on topics related to art and culture at the event.
Manipurgi Nat Kala Sanskriti si semakong tamda Thangta sigi so uthaudang lawnon laiba si Manipur na English ng Chanipan marphuma thoida Anglo Manipur warda maithi khra matungda di Thangta si tamba phawa British na thingjan gibadagi matam sang masi muthar matungda ade amung hana nahona na ngasi gi anoba mirol sreida engkana bohana biramba hona birakhiba guru sing adogi manungda laikhidraba guruji Gaurakishore Sarma Huel Lalong Manipur Thangta Cultural Association na chibo hogdok piramyo guru sigi asoba contribution jamna chawna lei.
Manipur State Kala Academy today organized Lalit Memorial Lecture 2021 in the memory of renowned Manipuri theatre personality Sorokhaibam Lalit. The event was held at Iboyama Sumanklila Sangklan Palace compound in Imphal. Manipur State Kala Academy awardee and well-known Sumanklila teacher P.H. Gunachandra delivered lecture on the birth and evolution of Sumanklila art form. Speaking on the occasion, Secretary of Manipur State Kala Academy, Laurembam Keshorzit hoped that the lecture program will benefit research scholars of Sumanklila.
Lecture se koi academic exercise ni ai chumna gi performance ma ullaga festival ma toraga koi lila ud khre loi khre habidu nataba ase maru oina nga sai gi lila asida involved toriba art form asida involved toriba musing art form asida koi gi nainaba kangbu nainaningba kangbu the scholars sing makoi sing gi tamak ta khudong chab du yeng ga nainaba simadi koi yamna tangai fadana kan art form ma develop to ngam tamda madu preserve to ngam tam changi una nainaraga pochi magi ari ba record sing kari harami se koi na recorded koi document of Wikulong Java to Tolakadoni and a document already future geek and sing Lakpomatamda, Atopakanagamana, Nainingba, Koi Music Culture University Tole, research over research scholar, Miang Tole, Namakuishing the Suhena, paper document on the Lairagadi, Masikudong Javasi, Akoi Pangakaduini.
All Manipur Sumanklila Festival 2020-21 Women Group Competitors held from October 18 to 26 at Iboyama Sumanklila Sangklan Palace compound, Imphal has been announced. 14 Nupi Sumanklila groups took part in the competition. The Western Cultural Association Plila Tatpadraba Lipund won the best production, while its director Iboyama Kuman won the best director. Title Nongzabi of the Women's Art and Cultural Association Plila won the best script, and the the Kangjabi Meite Artist cum Drama Association artist Manjita Devi won the best actor award of the competition. Radiant Group of Companies has engaged renowned Manipuri film actress Ningomam Bizu, daughter of N. Kunza Bihari, as the face of the Radiant Group for the year 2021-2022. Induction ceremony was held at the conference hall of Corporate Office at Sangai Pro, Ningtem Gold in Imphal West District today. The title Face of the Radiant Group carries a cash award and a citation. Chairman and Managing Director, Radiant Group of Companies, Neprom Roment, Director of Mayon Green Tech Private Limited, Gitabali Ngangomt, and President Mayon Society handed over the award. Face of the Radiant Group aims to promote the brand ambassador culture, giving empowerment and status benefiting the title of the young and talented in connect with corporate event and film industry and thus give exposure in the corporate world. Two-day Panchayat level training on disaster management concluded at Koizumant Bazar Community Hall in Bishnupur district today. Disaster Management Institute Relief and Disaster Management Department, Government of Manipur organized the program since October 25. Subject experts delivered lecture on safety measures to be taken during floods, earthquakes and fire mishaps. Training Officer of the Relief and Disaster Management Department, Nomita Tongbram, Up-Pradant of Koizumant, Kwasify Gram Panchayat, Soibam Santa, Ward Member KH Romis, Sub-Team Commander O Achoba and instructors took part in the program.
Program sigi significance hababu akoina karigumba awa ana tarakpa kanda akoina isa amadi aigi manakta leiba aigi akoibada leiba mi singse awa ba singdagi kamaina kangani maheu langpho adagi di event akoina huzi Manipur se earthquake ki seismic zone 5 ta leire haire akoina khangda bida ko yamna manang na hamakta oi taraga su yamna low magnitude ta se earthquake se dum tawi ko ado sigumba sina karigumba achuba magnitude ta laga awa ana taradi akoina kamaina handle tawdagi haibasi mayamda haibadi punna stage sida pura awa na taren khalasi adugi matamdudadi akogi rescuer responder laktringaida akoi laikai de leijaba akoi resource na kadmaina khoise kof tawgadage kamaina kanjagadage facet kamaina pigedage haibasi gi matang sida mayam punamak laikai sida awareness pizabani.
All Jiribam Road Transport Drivers Union has expelled its former Joint Secretary as KSO from the union. Press release from the Union General Secretary El Maniton says that KSO was expelled for violating the rules and regulations of the union. Democratic Bharatiya Samaj Party Manipur State Committee condoles the sudden demise of President of Janata Dal Secular Manipur State Manohar Goswami, who passed away this morning. Party shared the grief of the bereaved family. Editors Guild Manipur and All Manipur Working Journalists Union also condole the sudden demise of Manohar Goswami. Now the sports news. Pambian Patsway defeated YDO Kwakatel Lamdong 3-1 in today's 11th league match of the 21st S. Birendra Memorial Super Division Football League. The tournament kicked off under the aegis of the Imphal West District Football Association at Lilong Judging Playground on April 10th with the participation of 10 teams. In today's 11th league match played at Pamyan Playground, W. Rosen scored hat-trick by netting 3 goals at 14th, 40th and 55th minutes of the winners, while Chaland Baifei scored a lone goal of the losing team at 19th minute. NC Club Kongampat will face YWC Langtabalt in the 12th league match tomorrow. Non-residential regular football coaching of TH Birichandra Singh Football Academy, Tabungkhok, will resume from November 1st onwards at its sports complex. Press release from the academy informs all the players concerned to report themselves at the venue with the necessary sports kits on time. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Editors Guild Manipur President Kogendro Kondrang condemns failure to arrest attackers of Thobal District correspondent of Naharol Thaudam Elangbam Rameshwar. Minister Thongam Biswajit lays foundation stone for indigenous park, gardens and homestay at Ngarongphung village. Biswajit says mutual trust among communities is vital for peace and progress. Manipur reports 70 new COVID-19 cases, 81 recoveries and 2 deaths in past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 3.28%. And India adds 12,426 fresh COVID-19 cases, 15,951 recoveries, and 356 deaths in past 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.19%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Government of Manipur Office of the Sub-Deputy Collector, Imphal West Central, Manipur. Notice, it is hereby informed to all the landholders of Revenue Village number 91, Maitei Langol, that in connection with the ongoing record reconstruction and resurvey of 91 Maitei Langol and for verification of land record, the following documents may be submitted on or before the 2nd of November 2021. Jamabandi, Dakchita, allotment order number or order copy, conversion of homestead land to agricultural land or agricultural land to homestead land. The documents may be submitted to this office manually or through email.